Now, for what y'all came for. Could you imagine having this as a bedroom, just being like, oh, sweet. As y'all can see, it is 5 a.m. currently, and Maddie and I are loaded up, heading out to do a very exciting trail today. Last night we did some camping in Sedona. If you haven't already, go check out that video. But today, the hike we got planned is, I think All Trails has it listed as 7.2 miles for the trail, but we got to do a little detour to get over to this spot. So not really sure how long it's going to take, but we are down for an adventure. Anyways, gonna get onto the trailhead and we will see y'all there. Drive-in has been crazy so far. Good night. We are surrounded by views. Look at that. Look at that. I'm just gonna park right here by these fine people, I believe. And yes, sir. It looks like we are the third people to the trail. These views around us are so freaking crazy, but we are the third car in the parking lot, it looks like, and 2 people went in right before us as we were unloading, and the other people, I guess they were already on the trail. But we are here at the trailhead, and I think it says it's around 7.2 miles for the hike, like I said earlier, but with the addition to the little subway tunnel, I think it adds a bit. Yeah, lots of trails. Definitely glad we have All Trails on this one. This trail is a little bit lengthier, and trying to get down there and get some views in before it gets packed. And from what we've read, this is a rather popular trail in Sedona. So we are here starting it at 5:45 a.m. and good grief, this is crazy. I like the Devil's Garden hike and the hike to Delicate Arch, but I think this is going to blow both of those out of the water. The rock formations and structures here are just out of this world, and then on top of that there's all this vegetation and stuff around, so that's a big plus. But not going to do as many still shots, just going to kind of do some showing around on the trails. Coming up to our first little T in the road, going to Boynton Canyon. Yes sir. And I think from what Maddie and I have read, once we get to the end of this trail we'll just kind of keep going, and then just a little past is where the actual subway is. So yeah, we're both excited, and it is feeling mighty fine out. I believe it's like high 40s probably.
41 when we got out of the car.
It was what?
The car said it was 41.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely feeling great, but I was looking, and I think by about noon it's supposed to be like 75-ish or so, but I don't know. I don't even know how long this hike's gonna take. I intend about 6 hours or so, but who knows. Gonna continue on enjoying it. This is freaking crazy. I did not expect this much vegetation, I did not expect this much vegetation and stuff outwards. We are only about half mile in so far, but this trail is so beautiful already. I'm just kind of bugging out because I'm kind of a hiking geek and just outdoor freak, but I just don't understand how someone could come out here and see this stuff and not be absolutely blown away and completely mesmerized by it. Like, good grief, does not even make sense how pretty this is. You can kind of see some little wave structures up there, Maddie. Oh, I'm so ready to get down here. This is gonna be so crazy. Also, I don't know if I said it earlier or not, but this is a in and out trail, so probably about 3.5, 4 miles in, and then the same back out. But we don't know if the actual subway is at the end of here or if it's a little veer off point. So hopefully there's something marking, but even if so, we might miss it from looking around at all these views. But we will keep y'all updated. We have gone another quarter to half mile maybe, and we just kind of had to stop and acknowledge these views. I'm sure there's going to be some that are better, but these are still incredible. Can't not stop and just take it all in. I think at some point we're going to kind of turn and go back into all those rocks over here, but who knows? I mean, as Maddie told me earlier, it is called the Boynton Canyon Trail, so surely at some point we'll go through a canyon, but who knows? I just know that wherever we do go, it is likely gonna be very beautiful. All right, so quick little update. We came from around that hill over there, walked around this cliff line, and have all these stellar views. We're gonna continue on this way and walk back up in the middle of this stuff. So we are both very, very happy about that. We're still just blown away and in awe by these views. It's just crazy. And as I've mentioned in my previous videos, one of the big goals on my channel not only is to preserve these memories and have more than just a photo, but I know that a lot of people, for one, aren't going to be able to get out and do this, and for two, just aren't going to have access. And I think everyone should be able to experience it in some type of way. So here Maddie and I are making some videos and trying to share that with you all. So yeah, on we go. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I'm freaking geeking right now. Worse than a kid in a candy shop. All right, so hopefully you're watching all the way through and not just kind of skip into the view, because the actual subway trail is not at the end of the trail like we thought. Gonna keep walking for a little bit, and I guess there's a veer off point to the right, and we'll go up to that cliff line over there and kind of scale our way up to what's known as the subway. Right now, I'm gonna continue on this way and just enjoy it. I think we have maybe like another half a mile or so before we get to the veer off, and then from what I've read, it says about 10-15 minute walk. So we shall see. So pretty out. And I will say also that there are a couple people that we've heard behind us, so we can kind of continue on scurrying and see if we can't get down there and maybe have it to ourselves for a second. I mean, no guarantee that's where they're going, but right where they're going, so yeah. This is crazy. Good grief. This would be a good place to hammock and just hang out for a bit, you know? All right, the blog that Maddie and I had read said, once you reach the tree on the left with the alligator bark, that is where you'll go right. And indeed, it does look like alligator bark, and there is a trail to the right. So heading this way, should have about a 10 to 15 minute walk. And I'll say it was right at the 2 mile mark, and it took us about an hour to get in, which is right on track with what that blog post said too. But we didn't really do any research on that, to be honest. We kind of read that as we were walking right before I made the update on the video. So
I don't know what's going on.
All trails is being kind of cucked. There is a little veer off thing here on all trails if you use that. So it was on there. It's just not listed as a birthing cave. It's just listed as, like, I think cave. Yeah, okay. It's just listed as cave, and it doesn't have any pictures when you click on it. Had a little bit of uphill stuff to do, but we are back in some open stuff, and we're surrounded by these crazy views. I think the actual lookout that we're getting to is only about a quarter mile down this trail, but from the change of the elevation from our hometown and a little bit of uphill we've started doing, starting to get to me. We're a little over 2 miles at this point. Don't really know how much elevation gain, but it's not been much. It's been a pretty modest trail for the most part. A little bit of uphill in the past quarter mile or so. Not to mention it is kind of like 6:30 a.m. so there's that too. But we are cooking. Dang, this is gonna be crazy. I don't know how good y'all can see that, but there are some big rocks back there in the middle. But anyways, came from that way. Got all this beautiful stuff around us and heading on this way. We should be coming up to it pretty shortly, but right now we are completely covered in vegetation, and this is, as I've said many, many times on this trail alone, it's beyond beautiful. So you can either walk around over here where you've got some people going right now, or I think you can do a little scramble up here. So we're gonna decide which way we want to go and see out the top.
Right here, I'm like.
Right. All right, so we opted for the straight through way, and you can go either way up here. Maddie and I decided to come up through here and kind of wedge through the crack, but oh my gosh, I'm excited for this. Oh my gosh. The couple that headed in before us, they were super nice and about to head out when we got up here, and they ended up taking some pictures, but now for what y'all came for. We'll go over there in just a second, but look at this. Also, I think we're gonna go around and check out those little rock houses in a minute, but this is crazy. All right, so we're gonna grab a few pictures. Got a couple from over there, but let me show y'all the views from this side right over here. It is a little sketchier, but not too bad walking right there. But hang on. Look at this. Holy mackerel. My Lord, people. This is crazy. Maddie and I have got some pictures, and we've been chilling with this incredible view for a while. Got the cave right behind us, and I think what now we're gonna do, head over to those little dills. You down? Yeah. Yeah, just stay over to the right. And like I said, once you get over here, it does open up quite a bit. And that is not quite as bad as I think it's gonna look on video. You got some good steps, and it's not that slanted, and the rock is a lot less slick than at Keyhole Cave, I will say. That's another thing. This hike has been a lot easier than Keyhole Cave so far, especially getting up to the actual birthing cave. But we'll see y'all around at the other side. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. This is so crazy. Goodness. Could you imagine having this as a house way back? Good grief. This is just like the big chilling area. Gosh. Yeah, I would have wanted to claim stake here. I don't care how far of a walk it would have been in. My Lord. Could you imagine having this as a bedroom, just being like, oh, sweet.
Well, you know, the diet consists of rabbits.
Rabbits and whatever little shrubbery they can eat around here. Oh, look, you got some cactus.
Aloe plants?
Got some cactus and aloe. Maybe back in the day they used to have a little bit of peyote, but hey. Don't know that I would have been wanting to do any peyote up around this stuff. I mean, peyote in general sounds kind of sketch, but imagine tripping on anything around this this type of stuff. Probably wouldn't be the best idea. Look, he must have had a little dog or something. Probably a little fox or a wolf. Or that was a baby area, like a little playpen. Jeez. This is wild. Yeah, so the actual trail comes right along through that stuff. Cave is right over there. And then we walked along over through here. And as y'all can see, like Maddie just said, I don't know if you could hear or not, but we got here just in time because people are starting to show up, and we were lucky enough to have that all to ourselves for about 30 minutes or so, yeah?
Yeah, I think this is as far as I'm going to go.
Yeah, it's probably as far as we need to go, but oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Good grief. A lot of little cactuses and aloe here. Man, yeah, let's get out here and take a look here. What? I know, I'm watching. It is. Oh my gosh. Definitely not going out any further because those rocks are all looking pretty loose. Man. This is crazy. This is as far as Maddie and I are gonna go. Can't really go any further, but don't know which way we're gonna opt to go down. Think we're gonna take the little slab and see y'all down at the bottom. Looks a lot sketchier watching people walk around that than it actually felt going around it.
Okay,
But
loud buzzing insect is back.
yep, Maddie said a loud buzzing insect is around us, and we aren't really sure what it is, but gonna continue on, get to the bottom, and we will see y'all down there. One more last look at the view because this is otherworldly. This really is different. Real quick, before Maddie and I do head back down, we were just standing here looking, admiring the beauty. And what was that you had said?
It looks like Avatar.
It really does. That is exactly what this looks like. That's insane. All right, now for real. See y'all down at the bottom. Quick little update. Coming down right over here to the left is a lot easier than the way we went up, but I will say the way that we went up wasn't bad at all. You go either to the left or the right of it. We went to the left going up, as I had said, but I don't think either way was too bad as long as you're just careful, watch your step, and have on some good hiking shoes. Would not recommend doing it without them. Good night.
Scrambly right here.
Yeah, it's just like Maddie said, it's just kind of some scrambling. That's all this side is, but where we had went up was right over there through that. The actual cave is right on the other side there. So yeah, we're gonna continue our trek out and see y'all in a bit. Maddie and I, we came, we saw, we conquered. One last quick little slow-mo video of the place. Not slow-mo, but slow pan, y'all know what I mean. And then, didn't get a video of it, but right there is where we went up. Actual cave is right there, and then we came around and walked over, and those little rock house views are what we were at just a second ago, and then came down back over there. So we have both definitely enjoyed it. Got about a 3.5-4 mile hike back out. Very moderate, so cue the view montage for the hike back out. And we go back down into this stuff. I will say that is one of my favorite things about this trail is all the hiking under the shrubbery and stuff and the little trees. And then it'll go from this to wide open, this to wide open. And doing my best to bring y'all along and share the experience. So back to this free paid programming. It's starting to warm up when we were out on the ledge, but now that we're back down and all this stuff, it has dropped like 10-15 degrees, it feels like, at least. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Views on all sides and behind. Goodness gracious. Yeah, this has been such a pretty hike. Alright, and we have made it back to the trailhead. Let's see what the parking lot looks like now. Yep, it is completely full as I expected. Such a dope hike. So freaking pretty. Just the drive through here. Yeah, I want to come back and be those guys sometime, do some biking here.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be insane. Yeah, I didn't either. That's where all the people are coming from.
That's just the street.
Oh. That's an extra several miles. Jeez. That's crazy. Holy crap.
Oh my god.
The fact that we had that all to ourselves, because that's where every single one of these people are going. That is absolutely insane. Good grief, look at that view on the way out. My lord. As y'all can see, Maddie and I are back in the car. It is 9 o'clock. The trail took right at 3 hours to do. It ended up being like 5.9 something miles and around 900 feet elevation gain. Hold up though, because gotta admire this view. Good grief. But as you can see, we've got the GPS going right now, and we're gonna try going over to another trail called Cathedral Rock. That is gonna be in another video though. I will say it is pretty freaking insane that we had the cave all to ourselves, like the main attraction, because when we were leaving, we passed at least like probably 125 to 150 people. We were there for like 30 minutes or so, and then one couple showed up as we were basically leaving. But that trail was a success. Probably one of my favorite trails that I've ever done. You can't really compare it to Rocky Mountain National Park because it's completely different landscape and stuff, but...
They got tickets.
Oh shit. But this trail definitely gets a 10 out of 10, yeah. For sure, with bonus points. So that is gonna wrap it up for this video. I think in the next one we're gonna be doing the Cathedral Rock hike and then a camp and cook if we can hopefully find another camping spot for tonight. But, oh, hold on. Okay, those aren't as bad as in Arkansas. Those ones will freaking send you. So yeah, anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Till next time, peace.